Hey guys, it's Corey. It's Make Shape Crate, and we are going to do something. Well, we're not going to do something different. We're going to do what we normally do, but we're probably going to start it a little different. I want to make another creature from the Castle Grayskull Dungeon Grate. Now, we've already gotten Frogmonger. We've gotten the whatever the hell this is. In the Mattel gave us those. I already made the werewolf. I want to make this guy. I'm assuming these eyes go to this guy, and that he's like a big hairy guy, like a Sasquatch or something like that. So, that's what we're gonna make today. I have some fur. This is way more than I need. I thought this was one sheet. It ends up that it's like 6 of them. We are not gonna need anywhere near that much. But we are going to use these parts as our underlayment, so to speak. There's just a couple things we have to do to get these ready. Mainly, we have to trim down this head. We have to make some patterns and then go from there. So, no time like the present. Let's get started. Okay, so now we need to make a pattern. Now, to do this, we're just going to cover the whole thing, all of these parts. And actually, first, we're going to take these apart because I want. So, let me back up. This is my inspiration. But unlike GRIZZLOR, who just has his waist, chest, and head covered, I want his arms and legs covered also. Now, to do this, we are going to have to make patterns. This is, I'm pretty sure, like sewn on or glued on or something like that. I think this is like a shirt piece. This is like an underwear piece. We're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to make, we're going to adhere these pieces to the figure. To do that, we need to disassemble said figure. So I'm going to need to get some heat going so we can take these legs apart, get these arms apart. I'm using these feet on purpose. My hope is, I'm actually going to, I'll put the picture up again, but it looks like he's got like 2 gnarly claws for hands, which is kind of why I went with these. I'm just going to, cut the ball off this. We're going to paint it gray or silver or whatever. And these are just going to be his gnarly claws. He's got 2 in the thing, but I'm taking a little bit artistic license and saying that he actually has 3. You only could see the 2. Okay. So while we're waiting on that, we're going to go ahead and get started on the pattern for the chest. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover this very, very tightly in masking tape. It's going to take a lot of masking tape. We're going to get this as flat as we can up against the surface. And then once we get the whole thing covered, which is going to take lots of little pieces. I'm sure I'm not going to be able to do it. Yeah, see, I'm already having to tear pieces of this part. Now, I don't need to get into every single muscle and stuff like that. That's not really important. I just need to get it all covered. That way I can cut it off in such a way that we can recreate it. That's the chest. Water's hot enough for me. get this stuff apart now. You know what I just thought about? Probably not going to be able to do this as two separate pieces for the simple fact I need to be able to get these back together, and to get them back together you gotta apply heat, and the easiest way to do that is with hot water. Doing hot water on fabric, I don't know how that's gonna work, and it's gonna take forever to dry. So we're going to figure out a way to attach these up here, down here, and make it kind of baggy in the middle. That way we still have freedom of movement. And we'll do the same thing on the legs. Okay, the only thing I have not done a pattern for yet is the head, which we're going to do real quick. But before I thought about, or before I forgot, the reason I only did one arm and one leg is because they are the same. And so I can do one, flip it over, and do the other. And that way I get both legs and both arms. Okay, so now we just have to transfer the patterns to the fabric, which is very simple. It's literally just put it down, trace it. Well, after we do that, we'll cut them all out, and then we can start on gluing. Okay, everything's marked out, but before I do anything with this, I'm gonna go ahead and paint the face. That way it's dry by the time I start trying to glue this on. Now, we could do brown, or reddish brown like the fur is, and that'll be totally fine. But this is Eternia, and these creatures do not adhere to the same logic. So we're gonna have a little fun with it. And one color I always thought went really well with brown is blue. Ugh. Man, that's messy. Got hair everywhere. Okay, so to glue this all together, we're going to use contact cement. I've used this only a handful of times, and usually only when I'm doing like prop making and stuff like that. So I don't have a whole lot of experience with it. But what I know is the whole point of this is that you cover, this side with it, cover the parts with it, and then once they become tacky and you join them together, you don't get them back apart. And that's kind of the point. That took a while. Everything is coated. It's probably good enough to start tacking stuff on, but I'm gonna give it a couple minutes. All right, let's see if we can start combining these. I'm not sure the best way to put you guys, so I think I'm gonna move you back over here on the other side of the table. Okay, like, I was not expecting this to go this well. I thought this was gonna take me like days to do. Like, this is crazy. Okay, so like I said, I just cut the balls off of, that sounded really dirty. That's what I did. I cut the balls off of these fingers. So the only thing I gotta do now is just paint them. I'm gonna paint them this bone white. Cause I think that kind of makes sense for claws or whatever. This surprised me because I totally anticipated that this was going to take me a week, 2 weeks. This thing took me a day. Like, either I'm getting really good or this was just way easier than I thought it was. And I'm going to lean towards this was just way easier than I thought it was. I have not quite come up with a name yet. I'm trying to think of something that would kind of lend itself to like Sasquatch or something like that. But I guess I haven't. I don't know. I'll probably think of something. I might not even have a name. If you guys have a suggestion for a name for this guy, leave it down in the comments. But this is exactly what I wanted to make. Oh man, this is just crazy. It retains all its articulation. Like, he's the arms are a little stiff. I will say that. I needed a little more fabric in between there, but they do. You can use the elbows, so I'm happy with it. Guys, thank you very much. Hopefully you liked this one. If you did, there's going to be a whole playlist of customs over there. You can check that out. YouTube's going to suggest something for you down there. Actually, no, I think I'm going to put the Dungeon Werewolf down there. You can subscribe down below, and you can come back next time for a brand new video. See y'all.